We're live. How you guys doing?
I'm well.
Okay, thanks.
Tell everyone what all we've been getting into this week, or who all we've been getting into this week. I like how I'm like, tell me about your life. I'm the goddamn doctor of journalism. Yes,
Joanne's here.
Yes, I'm cosplaying Hunter S. Thompson.
Hi, Joanne.
Today. I'm cosplaying Hunter S. Thompson today. But as we were talking, you've not seen Ozzy yet, Naomi?
No.
Have you seen Ozzy, Doof?
Yeah, 2 times.
I saw Ozzy. Okay, I was supposed to see Ozzy when I was a kid. They did that Ozfest for free. It was called Free Fest. And my mom wouldn't let me go, unfortunately, because Slipknot was there and I was only like 16. So I couldn't go. I bought Black Rain. Remember when that was a thing? I bought Black Rain, and when you bought Black Rain, you got free tickets to Ozfest.
All right.
And we couldn't go, me and my buddy. So to make up for all the times I've missed Ozzy, and there was a lot, I went and saw Ozzy 3 times in 1 year.
Well, I bought tickets in 1999 for the Ozfest, and then it got cancelled.
That was when, this is ironic, but that was when he thought he had Parkinson's, and then it came out years later that he actually does have Parkinson's. Do you think he had it back then and he was just hiding it, or do you think he actually didn't and it just ironically came?
Who knows? Because he had it and just didn't know that he had it.
Because the way that life goes for him, it seems, is like he seems to be like on a decline. Like he still performs amazingly, but he seems like he's been on like a steady decline since '99, which would make sense.
I reckon he probably had it for a long time and just never knew.
When I went and
he's been through a lot as well, and he had that quad bike accident as well a few years
almost
after
killed
that.
him.
He almost died, and then he almost died again by tripping in his house.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, on the
Sharon got COVID or something.
No, on No More Tours Part 2, he had to cancel like a bunch of dates because he got a double staph infection in one thumb. And then, like, after he healed from that, he tripped in his home and re-injured his neck. And then he ended up having to cancel more dates and the postponed dates because he got, like, pneumonia or something, double pneumonia.
Yeah.
And then when the tour was announced to finally fucking happen, COVID happened. And originally it was supposed to be Ozzy and Megadeth, but Megadeth pulled out of the tour before COVID happened due to Dave Mustaine's throat cancer.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw Ozzy, I saw him 2 of the nights out of the 3 was good nights. He did have an off night one of those times. But that's because he choked on his own water during Mr. Crowley. You know how he takes that water in his mouth and he spits it out whenever the beginning intro is done? Well, he went to do that and he choked on his fucking water.
Oh, dear.
And I'm like, am I going to witness Ozzy dying on stage? Like, what the fuck? Could you imagine being at that show? But no, at that show, Ozzy went to introduce his band, and it was a bad night for him because he was like, I would like to introduce my band. We've got Zakk Wylde on the guitar. He's back. It's been a while since we've had Zakk, because this was around the time when Zakk returned.
Yeah,
and he's like, we got Blasco on the bass, and we've got the drummer. What the fuck's his name? And Zakk Wylde whispered something in his ear, and he's like, the next song's fucking Paranoid. Like, what the fuck? I was happy though because he had Suicide Solution in the set list. He had I forget what else he had. And then the third time I saw him, he did the first 2 times I saw him was before No More Tours. It was when he did festival dates.
Yeah.
And then he announced No More Tours. I went and saw him. I might have seen him 4 times because I think I saw him twice on No More Tours. But anyway,
so that he's gonna finish up. Oh, what's this whole No More Tours thing?
Ozzy Osbourne has announced that No More Tours Part 2 has been rescheduled for, I think, 2022. And it's and it's going to be Ozzy Osbourne and Judas Priest, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was going to do that last year, I think.
Did you hear the rumor? Yeah. Did you hear the rumor? 2023, they are working on Iron Maiden and Judas Priest touring together.
Oh, that'd be pretty good.
Oh, that'd be good.
And I'm like, They haven't toured together in how long? Have they toured together?
Maybe once, or
'Cause
like
I thought-
maybe like in a stadium
Uh-huh.
festival thing, but like
So
that'd be a good act. That'd be good to see. I reckon having Maiden, Priest, and Ozzy in one bill.
that would be fucking kick ass. You know what I'd love for them to do, and this could be a nice way around the whole Slayer retirement thing. They should do a world tour festival of the Big Four.
Yeah.
Like the Big
Yeah.
Four festival have Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, Anthrax, Exodus, Testament, Venom, like all the big
And
thrash
Death
bands.
Angel.
Death Angel, like all the big thrash bands, like bring them
Yeah.
all out.
Yeah.
That would be good.
They should change it up and then put the next Big Four in. You know what I mean? Like
Why
Death
don't they-
Angel, Testament, Exodus, and who's another big
what's
80s thrash band?
You know what's fucked up is the new Big Four that you're naming all came out the same time the current Big Four came out.
Yeah.
If we was to do a new Big Four, it'd have to be modern bands.
Yeah, but
And
still.
I can't name
Yeah,
any modern-
Death Angel is so underrated.
I can't even name a modern thrash band that is that level of popularity, though.
Yeah. I once saw Death Angel and Sepultura, and people went ape shit for bloody Death Angel before Sepultura when it came on.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
just very, very underrated band. I love those guys, man.
Death Angel's working on a tour right now. They're supposed to do this tour, but due to COVID, it didn't happen.
They've done an acoustic live stream.
Well, did you see that Death Angel was supposed to tour with Exodus and Testament?
Yeah.
The Bay Area Strikes Back tour? Like
Yeah.
the fuck?
That'd be so sick.
I'm like, God damn, bro. Fuck.
Yeah. It's kind of funny how Mark and the guitarist Rob haven't aged one bit.
That's like Dio. His whole career, he was like a 60-something-year-old midget.
Mm.
Yeah.
He was. I love Dio, but Dio was always his entire life. He came out of his mom 4 foot nothing.
Just saying what he looked like as a baby.
He probably looked like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just how he looked.
Age 12, he still looked like that.
Like going back to the Death Angel Exodus Testament show, I've never masturbated in a crowd, but if I was to do that, it would be at that show. Like I would start at the opener Death Angel, and I wouldn't stop until the last song. I'd just be coming blood.
Yeah, I actually met Death Angel in 2020 or 21, whatever it was.
They are a thrash band, so do they have any original members?
Yeah, only Rob and the singer Mark, because they're cousins. So
You know it's bad when like you're a fan of thrash and you know that like, hey, it's a thrash band that's been around a while. There's probably only 2 original members left.
yeah.
Thrash metal is almost as bad with losing members as black metal, but black metal has no original members by the end of their career.
Yeah, and yeah, that's true.
Did you see Mayhem? They're still doing shit and they have no original members.
Who gets the rights? That's the thing. It's just weird.
It's weird to me because who has the legal rights to that band name and the merchandise and shit? Like Gwar, there's like no original members of Gwar. No, there isn't. The closest we have is the drummer and the guitarist. The drummer came in, I think, around the second album, and the guitarist was on the first album. Huh?
Is his name Beefcake or something?
No, Beefcake's the bassist.
Oh, okay.
The current Beefcake is the 6th Beefcake they've had. No, you want me to blow your mind even further? When Odorous died, they brought in a new character by the name of Blothar. The guy behind the mask of Blothar is a guy by the name of Michael Bishop. Michael Bishop was the first Beefcake.
Ah.
He was the first person to don the Beefcake makeup. Now, let's confuse it even further. Whenever he was Beefcake, he used to sing songs in Gwar. Him and Odorous both would sing songs. Whenever they perform songs that he originally sung live, he doesn't sing them. The current Beefcake does.
It's just weird. Like,
the fuck is going on? But have you heard the new Gwar album, the newer one?
I haven't listened to him in a while. Maybe some of the stuff pops up on on random playlists.
Did you hear the last album they did with Odorous?
Yeah, I met him before he died.
Well, this album's not as heavy as that one, but it's still fucking brutal. It's pretty good.
I've seen him do like AC/DC covers.
If you want,
they actually do really good cover songs.
I saw them live, and I was really, really shocked by how good they did the Odorous songs. Because Odorous wasn't their main singer, but he has a distinct vocal style.
Yeah, that's true.
And they did a really good job. They performed Black and Huge live for the first time in a while.
Nice.
Ah.
Did they cover the whole stage in blood?
Fuck yeah, it's a Gwar show, bro. I was covered in so much bodily fluids, dude. I felt like Pam Anderson on a Tuesday. Like,
I would have felt like Pam Anderson coming out of the vagina. But yeah,
Funny story though, the show was at an old church that was turned into a venue, and I think it was the second song Gwar did, they brought out a preacher, bent him over, and stuck a crucifix in his ass.
I saw them at a festival with Odorous before he died, and I met him as well. I met the band. I still got the ticket signed by them, and I was watching their show, and then they had like the Queen. Who else?
Was they in character?
A couple of presidents from different around the states or something like that, and then like he cut off somebody's head.
When you met them, were they in character or were they out of character?
Bit of both. They still had like the makeup and everything, but they were like super cool dudes.
Well, I saw an interview with Michael Bishop that kind of explains a lot. They said in the interview, they're like, we are always in character, but their characters are basically a over-exaggerated version of themselves, so it's not much acting involved.
Yeah.
Like when
they seem like cool dudes.
When Dave Brocky would talk about like drugs and like be funny and shit, he was legit like talking about them, but he did it in a comedic way.
Yeah.
Did you know that Odorous Urungus, as weird as it is the one metal vocalist or musician that has been on Fox News the most?
All right.
Because the guy that does the show Red Eye is a huge fan of Gwar, which is fucking confusing because this is the same guy that flipped shit when Kathy Griffin did that photo of her with Donald Trump's head. I'm like, Gwar did that first, and you're a fan of that band. Like the fuck? Yes, it's satire, but
yeah.
Still.
Didn't Odorous die at his house?
I don't know where he died at, but I know it was.
I'm pretty sure he died in his house.
But I do know Odorous, as far as I know, died from drugs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was at his house. It was straight after the Australian tour.
Which makes you wonder, when Odorous talked about doing heroin and shit, was that him crying for help?
Maybe.
Hi, Jackie. Hi, Jackie. But
Hi,
yeah,
Jackie.
it's just fucking crazy. I don't know. I love Gwar, but the fact is I've seen people saying they're a cover band now. Motherfucker, this is the same band that has done multiple songs while he was alive without Odorous on them.
Yeah, exactly. People won't know.
Gwar was built to not have a set lineup.
Yeah.
Dave
Yeah.
Brockie said in an interview that this is going to go on thousands of years after all the original members are dead.
Yeah, they just keep getting new people in.
And that
They'll
makes me
just
wonder
carry on then.
who owns the rights to the fucking music, though?
Maybe the people that's been there the longest, though.
Maybe, or like management figures that shit out.
Maybe. I don't know. But
Because
like, I guess with Kiss, it's easy. Just slap on the makeup and boom.
see, I read somewhere that Kiss might continue on without Paul and Gene.
Yeah, I did hear something about that.
All right.
Gene's son, Nick, I think would take over. But the thing is, I don't think Gene and Paul would let their egos do that.
No, I don't know. Have you seen Gene Simmons now? Like, he looks just so fucked up with all that plastic surgery.
Yeah, I know. The good thing he wears makeup.
Yeah, it hides
I've
the
not seen
age.
a picture of him recently.
It's just fucked up.
He still
Like,
wears that helmet wig, don't he?
Yeah, he's probably had hair transplants too or some shit.
I think he wears a wig.
You reckon?
I reckon he wears a
His
wig.
hair's always been like that for the last.
The band that's popular for wearing wigs and makeup, I think he wears a wig.
Yeah, I reckon Paul Stanley. There was rumors saying that Paul Stanley wore a wig. I know he lip syncs.
Paul Stanley wearing a wig doesn't surprise me because he's claimed he doesn't wear a wig, but he did Phantom of the Opera when he shortened his hair for Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah,
And then Kiss went on tour not long after that, and he had long hair.
yeah. But
Like,
it was maybe for that tour.
But he says he said in an interview he never has worn a wig in his career.
I don't know.
I'm like, you're a fucking liar.
But it's so funny, like how I don't really rate Kiss as the biggest band anymore. I reckon that just to me, Kiss, like the first 4 albums was the best albums, and it kind of went downhill.
The best thing that Kiss did was take the makeup off and tour without makeup after the original band had left. The worst thing Kiss did was put the makeup back on and try to pass it off as, hey, we're still Kiss.
Yeah. And then you got like Ace Frehley and like Peter Criss in and out of the band.
My thought is it's kind of fucking weird to me though that they said, hey, we're gonna take the makeup off to prove that we don't need it to perform, and then they put it back on, which is like, hey, we needed it.
Yeah. Have you seen Ghost without the mask?
There's only one member, so yeah.
Nah, well, like I've seen, I googled this shit up. Apparently the bass player is like some world famous female bass player or something.
Has she been with the band this whole time?
She's been in there for a very long time now.
Because I thought Tobias Forge wrote the albums by himself playing guitar and shit, and he just
he wrote
recruited.
all. He didn't record, like he'll write the riffs and then I think he'll give them to the band members.
Oh, I thought they had like revolving door lineups because I read somewhere that Dave Grohl was in the band for a while.
Yeah, maybe as like a studio session.
I think he said he did a couple shows with them.
Maybe.
All right.
Wouldn't be surprised, but like.
Because I know Ghost had a huge lineup. Like they've always had lineup changes, but I heard they had a huge lineup change that caused a lawsuit.
Yeah, but he won, apparently.
Because he didn't pay his band like their half or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
I know that one of the guitarists is still the original guitar player, I think.
Then why does Tobias get all the credit?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's maybe the longest running guitar player or something. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've listened to. It's been a while since I've like hear from them. Like
being the longest guitarist in a revolving band like Ghost is like being the longest guitar player in Megadeth. The longest guitarist in Megadeth, if I'm not wrong, was Marty Friedman.
Yeah.
And he was like 6 years. That's like a 25-year career, maybe 30, and the longest member is 6 years.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I think Dave Mustaine should just since Dave Ellefson's not in Megadeth anymore, he should just rejoin Metallica.
Well, did you see all the people upset saying that Jason Newsted won't join?
Jason Newsted, I've said this before, I'll fucking say it again. Jason Newsted said in an interview, he's like, I can't play Metallica riffs anymore because my hands are so bad. If he can't play Metallica,
he can't play Megadeth.
What the fuck makes people think he can play Megadeth?
Yeah, well, Megadeth is just twice as fast as Metallica. Really?
Especially the bass riffs.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you can't, no. No, who would I have replace Dave Ellefson? I have a bad feeling that the next album after this one is probably going to be what Dave did last time and just hire session musicians to play on the fucking album and it just be a solo album.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But with Kiko on guitar, because you got to have Kiko. Kiko is the best guitarist. Kiko is the best guitarist Megadeth's had since Marty Friedman.
Yeah.
And Chris Broderick. I love Chris Broderick. He wasn't on enough releases, though, in my opinion.
Endgame was probably one of the best albums he'd done.
I love Chris Broderick, but I would have loved to see him in more. Isn't he the current guitarist of Corrosion of Conformity?
Oh, fucking, I don't know. I lost track.
The reason why I'm asking that is because my brain doesn't let me remember when I saw Chris Broderick, but he was in a band that I've seen.
Yeah, I know he had a band called Active Defiant or something.
That's the band I saw, Active Defiance.
Yeah, they're not bad. I couldn't stand the singer.
They was performing with Corrosions of Conformity. That's what happened. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I've been to so many shows. I've smoked a lot of weed in my life.
Yeah, I've been to a lot of shows. Yeah, I've been to a lot, but not many different bands.
Oh, you want me to sit here and start naming bands I've seen live?
He'll
be here all night.
And relax for the next 20 minutes or so.
Okay, hold on. I'm not gonna name them all. I'm just going to name a few that I've seen because I'm going to add to that list soon. Because I'm going to be going to festivals soon. I'm going to be going to. I might be seeing Alice. I might be going to the Christmas pudding if they do it.
Oh, that'd be good.
It's expensive, but I really want to go, and it's for charity. Yeah. And it's for charity.
Yeah.
Okay, I have seen Alice Cooper, Steel Panther, Rob Zombie, Wednesday 13, New Year's Day, John 5, Shinedown, Hailstorm, Godsmack, Trans-Siberian Orchestra, Ozzy Osbourne, Stone Sour, Became as Romans, Avatar, Cane Hill, Joyous Wolf, Marilyn Manson, In This Moment, Weird Al Yankovic, Elton John, Barry Manilow, Five Finger Wife Punch, Philip H. Anselmo and the Illegal Slayer, Primus, 3 Days Grace, Motionless in White, and there's plenty more that I've seen. I'm not doing this. I'm not going to take all my podcasts to fucking tell you. I saw Gorak live one time. It was back when he was with Gorak and the Mac Attack. Since you're a great guitar player, have you thought about writing original music, Gorak?
I riff around every now and then. Ever since I bought that Schecter, I'm in love with that guitar, man.
We should start a band, Gorak. I can sing a little bit.
I actually covered an Austrian Death Machine song.
Dude, we should start a band. Right. We should start a band called Doof Warrior and the Pink Sock. And you dress up
and see that.
And you dress up like a Doof Warrior.
I get Jack to do the death metal growls.
Dude, we should all three start a band.
Yeah.
Doof comes pink socking.
I can only play guitar. I can't play any other instrument or sing.
I like that.
Doof comes pink socking.
Yeah.
Album coming to dude. Talk to Zach. I'm serious about this, bro.
I'll message him. I'll let him know.
I'll do the clean vocals. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'll just do the Cookie Monster. I can't stand that shit. Every time I go to, like, if I just see, like, just a local medical act, That's all the shit that I hear.
So
Like,
you're not a fan
dude,
of
what the fuck?
you're not a fan of Cannibal Corpse
I like the new album.
because that's all his vocals are.
Yeah, but the new album's so thrashy though.
True, but Cannibal Corpse has
Yeah.
always been thrashy. If you really dig into their discography,
Yeah, I know, but like it was just worse than that. Those. I'm like, whoa,
dude, are you sure you're not seeing fucking Donald Duck live?
It does sound like
You know,
it.
you know how you see metalcore bands do those stupid pig squeals? Like, yeah, I'm like, what the fuck's up your ass, dude?
You're actually not. It's actually said that you're not. Pig squeals are actually really bad for your vocal cords.
Yeah, but I don't know why people do that. It's just dumb.
Unless they're doing it on an exhale. I've not figured out how to exhale pig squeal, so I don't do pig squeals.
And then like in every metalcore band or young metalcore band that I see, it's all the same stupid riffs. Chugga chugga chugga. Chugga chugga. Wow wow. Chugga chugga. Like it's just like all the I swear they steal each other's riffs.
My favorite is like the bands that are like metalcore, but they also have like pop vocals.
Yeah.
Like my
like
girlfriend left me.
It's like Bring Me the Horizon, right?
I
The
love that band.
earliest stuff. I've seen them live. I've seen them with Bring Me the Horizon, I Killed the Prom Queen, and I can't remember who the third band was, but it was fucking awesome. But
I know a lot of bands.
the earliest stuff from Bring Me the Horizon is just like, dude, what the fuck is that? It's just like,
Well, did you hear what the singer of Bring Me the Horizon said? What's his name? Ollie Sykes.
yeah,
He said in an interview that he plans on bringing back that heavy of music again for the band. I'm like, bro, you blew your vocal cords doing that style. Don't go back.
Didn't they do like? I'm pretty sure they brought back. They did a track and it was like super heavy.
Yeah, they did a super heavy track recently, and he almost hurt himself doing it because he doesn't sing properly when he does his screams. He blew his vocal cords once before doing it.
Yeah, but like, and like I remember this because like a friend of mine that I was when I was doing my apprenticeship with at a college, we were listening to it in his car, and I'm just like, dude, what the fuck's this shit? But then like after those two albums, and then Suicide Season came out, it was kind of decent. And then what's the one after it?
I don't know. I don't know their albums that well. I just know their songs.
Yeah, there's a song called "Go to Hell for Heaven's Sake," and he does screaming, light screaming, and clean vocals, and it's really good. And then after a while, I kind of just went downhill from there.
I'm looking it up right now for you to see what the name of the album was. After Suicide Season, they did good thing I'm glad you didn't remember this. This is a long fucking title. This is like a Rob Zombie title. This is a hell, believe me, I've seen it. This is a heaven, keep it a secret.
Yeah. And it was the one after that, sorry. Is it Supernatural or something?
Sempiternal?
Yeah, that's the one. I didn't want that album actually.
They have an album that came out 2 years ago. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they went all like Paramore-ish.
Yeah, well, it's weird because like they went very poppy, but they also have like Danny Filth on one of the songs.
It's just weird. It's just
nice.
Do you know who Danny Filth is, Naomi?
Yeah.
Cradle of
Really,
Filth.
really nice
Cradle of Filth, yeah.
Cradle of Filth, dude, is like black metal symphony, and I fucking love it.
And I went through so many lineup changes too.
Yeah, that's actually been a problem. I went and saw Cradle of Filth, and the lead singer is like, after many lawsuits, after fighting former bandmates, he's like, we are finally going to re-release one of our albums. He had to pay a lot of money because he's using the current lineup to re-release a classic album.
Yeah.
Ah, right, yeah.
Yeah, I remember a guy at school, at high school, wearing one of his T-shirts. And I think it was with the nun masturbating or something like that.
Oh yeah, that one is very controversial. It was banned.
Yeah,
in
and at the
different
back it
countries.
says Jesus is a cant. Well, you know what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that shirt. My thought is like bands like this though. Is Cradle of Filth a solo band for Danny Filth, or was it a band?
There was a band.
Bye, Jackie.
But now they're a solo band for Danny Filth.
I don't know. I've lost track in them as well. Haven't they gone a bit softer in their music a little bit now?
Little bit. The longest serving member of
They
Cradle
got
of
a new
Filth.
keyboardist, didn't they?
What was that?
They got a new keyboardist, didn't they?
No, actually. Well, they did, but they also didn't. They have two keyboardists. Their drummer used to play keyboard for them.
Okay.
The longest serving member besides Danny Filth is Martin Marthas Skariupka. I can't pronounce his last name. He's the drummer, keyboardist, and orchestration. He's been with the band since 2006.
Shit.
His first album he was on was Thorn. No, it's not. He wasn't on that album. He was on. His first album was Godspeed on the Devil's Thunder.
Okay.
I do believe he might have been on Thornography, but I don't think he was.
Is it like their home videos like super dark?
Yeah, the band's really dark, but isn't Danny Filth the main songwriter of all the albums anyway?
Yeah, but he's like a really nice dude. Like I've watched interviews and he seems like a really nice guy.
What would you consider Cradle of Filth? Is it gothic metal or is it black metal?
Black metal.
But a lot of people consider it gothic too.
Yeah, I know, but it's definitely black metal for me. Black extreme metal.
Black extreme metal. All these terms are hard to use anymore because these bands like incorporate everything into their music.
Yeah.
I don't know. But then to go back to the metalcore genre, have you heard of Throwdown's version of Baby Got Back?
No, I have not.
Fucking it's old. It's like it was maybe released in 2001 or something like that. But this is back when I was like listening to heaps of hardcore and shit like that. I still do now. But like they did a really good version of Baby Got Back and it's so heavy. You gotta listen to it. It's so good. But I really was Bleeding Through.
Who was it that did that?
Throwdown.
Have you heard Oops, I Did It Again, the cover by Children of Bodom?
Yeah, then they're down Danger Zone too.
So did Psycho Stick.
Yeah, I listened to that on the train ride home from work. And the cover of Bodies. Something
I can only count to 4.
Yeah. It's so good. And there's another track that made me fucking laugh on the train ride home from work. It was something, it's so heavy or it's so metal or something like that. Yeah, it's so good. I only discovered them just like on this random playlist. Like these guys are
yeah.
They're really cool.
What do you think of Drowning Pool nowadays since they like don't have
I don't know.
I really liked Dave Williams on vocals.
Yeah.
But Ryan McCombs did an amazing job.
Yeah.
When he took over after Jason Jones.
Yeah. Apparently, this is what I've heard. The second singer for the band was trying to sue him.
Trying to do what?
Sue him or some shit like that.
Why?
I don't know. And he was talking shit on him.
Jason Jones was only on one fucking album.
Yeah. And it was a decent album. I didn't mind it.
Desensitized was pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
He's also the current singer for AM Conspiracy.
Okay.
I don't know this off the top of my head.
Bands. I don't get it. Metal bands have like the most lineup changes than anything else.
Not really, because Drowning Pool has had a very steady lineup. Just they've had vocal problem finding vocalists.
Yeah, but it's still like their main original 3 guys.
Yeah, that's why they're still considered, like, in my opinion, it's still Drowning Pool.
Yeah, it is.
because you still,
Yeah,
you still,
three of these members.
and 3 of those members are the main songwriters anyway.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not mistaken, Drowning Pool was formed before Dave Williams joined. They didn't have a singer yet, and they found him.
Yeah, and then he died in the trailer in Ozfest.
Yeah, he had a heart attack, I think.
Yeah, isn't it just weird, like dying in your trailer at Ozfest?
Well, he had that's happened a lot.
Yeah, it's like a curse or something.
Like it doesn't even happen with musicians all the time. It's happened to people.
Yeah. Did you hear about that one when Limp Bizkit, they did a Big Day Out festival years ago? You heard of the Big Day Out festival?
No, but the Australian festival? Yeah.
Yeah, it got cancelled like a couple of years ago now. But there was a girl that got trampled on during a Limp Bizkit show.
Jesus fucking
and
Christ.
she died.
I think I heard of that.
Yeah. They've done a full documentary about it.
Did you hear about Woodstock 99? Rage Against the Machine was headlining, and they had, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the original 1969 Woodstock was designed as an anti-establishment fucking festival.
Oh, really?
No establishment. Well, Rage Against the Machine kept with that because they brought out the American flag and caught it on fire, which caused a huge riot and shit. And Rage Against the Machine's like, it's anti-establishment. We're Rage Against the Machine. What the fuck do you expect?
Yeah. Why'd you put us on this bill?
Like, we do this shit. Like, that's like getting mad at Manson for tearing out pages of a Bible. You hired him.
Wouldn't it be worse if he did that at a old church or something?
Well, the thing is Marilyn Manson would do worse. He'd shove the fucking flag up his ass.
Yeah. I guess he just does it all for the publicity.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I've never been big into symbolism anyway, so it never really bothered me.
Nah, it's I don't know.
Like, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know much. I just talk. That should be the new slogan for the show. I don't know much. I just talk.
Lots about different bands. I've been learning quite a lot just listening today.
I know a lot about music. I know a lot about pot, and I know a lot about like random facts. Like ducks have a 14-inch corkscrew penis.
All right.
They do. They do. And it's also barbed for her pleasure, or pain, whatever you want to. I wish I had a duck dick. Not as my own. I just want
to noisy, the ducks.
No, I don't want like my dick to be like a duck dick. I want it to like be in a jar in the corner of my room as like a decoration. You know what I mean? Like, hey, that's a duck cock right there. Like, I want to start a animal dick museum where you just.
The ladies would love that.
What?
I'm sure the ladies would love that.
Yeah, like a fellatio fucking museum. Like, that's a duck. This one's a rhinoceros.
Yeah.
This one's a fish dick. You can't see it unless you have it under a telescope because fucking things are small.
Since shows are coming back now.
That's
pretty good. That's good for you guys.
Yeah, I'm going to a festival. Actually, I'm flying home in September to go to a festival.
That big festival.
Oh, that's good.
Louder Than Life. It's a 4-day festival. Hope to God it don't get canceled.
Yeah, let's hope it's going to go ahead.
Yeah, there's also festivals in California going on.
It's going to be packed.
You know things are starting to slowly go back to normal when California is allowing shows because they're strict.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They're fucking strict.
I was super keen to see Offspring and Sum 41 down in my town, but they cancelled.
Have you seen them yet? Either band?
No.
Dude, go. Whenever they come, go. I've seen them. They're fucking, both bands are amazing.
Yeah. Like, I've seen Blink-182. Like,
have you ever...
Tom was in a band.
Have you ever listened to the band Anti-Flag?
Yeah, I've heard of them. I think I might have heard of some of the stuff pop up playlist.
They're actually from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Which is not far from where I originally lived. I've seen them a few times. If you get a chance, see them too, because I don't know if they come to Australia at all, but halfway through their set, they'll take their drum set and put it in the middle of the crowd.
Yeah.
And they will perform while the singer's standing on top of the drum set.
That's sick. Well,
that's good.
The lead singer from Fear Factory, Burton C. Bell, or whatever his fucking name is, he's in Australia recently, and he's going to be doing like some gig thing at a pub.
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't Fear Factory the band that had that real big guitarist?
Yeah, the Mexican dude.
Is he still in the band?
Yeah, he's the only original member now.
Wait, he's the only original member?
Yeah, Burton.
Dino.
Yeah, Burton quit after they finished recording the album.
How the fuck is it still Fear Factory then?
I don't know.
No, like I just looked at the current members. Do you know who the current fucking members are?
Just Dino.
Dino, Mike on drums, and Tony Campos on bass.
Yeah.
Which Tony is a great addition to Fear Factory. You know who Tony is, right?
Yeah, from Static X.
And
I know this. And Static X. And I know this. Just shh. I know this. We played in Fear Factory and some other bands. But anyway, go on.
He's famous for playing bass for Static X. He's the current bassist for Fear Factory, which has only been going on since 2016. He's also the bassist and vocalist of the band Assassino. He's also the former bassist of Prong, Soulfly, Ministry, and Possessed.
Yeah. I knew he played in Soulfly for a bit. David Ellefson played in Soulfly.
Everybody's played in Soulfly.
Yeah, because like fucking Max Cavalera is like the only original member.
But with Soulfly is like the LA Guns of metal.
Oh, speaking of Soulfly, have you heard of Max Cavalera's side project?
What, another solo band?
He has his son playing guitar, and it's a band called Go Ahead and Die.
Oh shit!
So fucking thrashy, dude. I remember I was listening to the Def Comes Lifting podcast, and they had Max Cavalera's son Igor on, and then he was talking about it that they released like 2 tracks from Go Ahead and Die, and they've been getting heaps of good response. And I'm like, fuck, I got to after I listened to that podcast, I'm like, I'm gonna check this band out, and they sound pretty good, man.
So I'm so confused. As I'm talking to you, like I'm learning so much shit. Like the band Sepultura has like no original members besides like one.
Oh wait, well Paulo came in just on the first album, didn't he?
No, he's an original.
Yeah, Andreas Kisser is the original too.
No, he's not.
No?
He was on their second album. He wasn't on their first.
Who was the first guitar player?
The first guitar player of the band was Max.
Yeah, but then that was a one-man band. That was only a one-guitar band. Then Andreas Kisser would still be the original member.
No, he joined the band in 1987.
Yeah, but he done the first album, yeah?
No.
Really? Schizophrenia?
Max was on vocals on the first album. Jaro Guedes was the first lead guitarist. Paulo was bassist, and Igor Cavalera was drums.
So, who did the Schizophrenia album?
Schizophrenia album, the 1987 second album, was Max on vocals, Igor on drums, Andreas Kisser on lead guitar, and Paulo Jr. on bass.
What was the first album that they released? Because I've got all of them.
Morbid Visions.
That's weird.
Morbid Visions was their first album. They released an EP in 1985 called Bestial Devastation.
Yeah.
Which is the only, well, no, it's the, there's only 2 albums that has the lineup the first album has, and that's another one. But that's just an EP.
Weird. But then, like, Andreas Kisser is still, like, the longest reigning guitarist, though.
Yep. 1987 to present.
Yeah.
He actually left guitar duty. I think he left guitar duty in 1996 and became the lead vocalist for a couple years.
Oh, really?
He might have been singing and playing at the same time, but he was the vocalist on... No, not on that. Because Max sung on that one.
Yeah.
Next.
Well, I don't really care. The last album was pretty good.
I'm just trying to find out what album he sung on.
Well, the last 3 albums that they brought out have been pretty good lately, so I've got no problems with that.
Andreas sung on a couple songs. He wasn't a full-time vocalist for the band. He still played guitar.
Yeah.
But Max is the classic vocalist.
Yeah, I know, but then again, Derek Green's been there the longest now. And he's in good shape. He's vegan, that's why.
I'm going to say something that's controversial yet kind of funny. Gwar is the metal equivalent of Fleetwood Mac. Because there's no original members besides one.
Yeah.
And do you know who the original member of Gwar is?
No one?
Sleazy P. Martini.
Really?
Sleazy P. Martini, their manager's been there since day one, bro. He's the one that I think owns the rights to the band.
Fuck.
He's not been on a lot of tracks, but he is a big part of Slave Pit Inc. And I heard a rumor somewhere that the guy that owns the rights to Gwar isn't even somebody who's well known. It's he's well known, but he's also not. He's one of the founding members of Gwar, and he's also he's in Slave Pit Inc. and he makes all of their gear, helps them make all their gear. He's the original guy that played Saalborg Destructo.
Yeah.
That guy is a big part of Gwar from what I've heard.
Yeah.
And he's only sung a few tracks for them, but still an original member too.
Far out.
All right.
But I didn't know that Andreas Kisser was in the original. I always thought he was the original.
Yeah, well, might as well be. The first album wasn't like their hit album.
No, then Schizophrenia came out, and it was.
Yeah, like not big at all. Like
yeah.
And
yeah.
Then they didn't.
What's that?
If I'm not mistaken, they didn't see like huge success in an album again until Roots came out.
Yeah, that's the thing, and that's what really annoys me. Like, yeah, Roots. I'm like, you serious, dude?
Roots.
It's like saying Enter Sandman. I'm like, dude, listen to Saint Anger, please.
You'd rather listen to Saint Anger than Roots? Dude, Saint Anger is like, which would you rather, if you had to choose, which would you rather listen to on repeat for an entire day? Would you rather listen to Saint Anger or Lulu?
Oh, dude, you want to hear? I did listen to Lulu the other day. And my honest opinion, it kind of feels like the vocals and music don't match. It kind of sounds like all over the place.
What
it sounds like a new band trying to write music.
Have you listened to the Lulu, Naomi?
No, I've not listened to it.
Okay.
Every Metallica metalhead out there probably still buy it.
Here's what Lulu is. Lou Reed of Velvet Underground. You're probably familiar with that.
Oh yeah.
Lulu was Lou Reed reading his poetry with Metallica guitar riffs in the background. It was awful. There's one part of
But some of it was like they wrote riffs together, but it was just off timing. It's just
what makes it worse is there's a song where Dave Mustaine, I'm not joking, says "I am the table" like 40 times, and it doesn't make any sense.
Wasn't that like on the second track?
I am the table.
Yeah, he says "I am the table." Like people make fun of it all the time. He says it like 12 times, maybe. Racer X. Racer X is really good. Have you ever listened to Racer X?
I've heard of the name.
Racer X is a band that Satchel of Steel Panther was in, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
They are really good.
I'll have to listen to that one.
I believe Satchel was in it. I forget. It was either Satchel or somebody that was in it. I forget.
Yeah.
Racer X. No, he wasn't in it. What band am I thinking of? The band has Jeff Martin on vocals, Paul Gilbert on guitar, Scott Travis on drums, and Juan Alderete on bass.
Damn.
They're really good.
I haven't listened to them. When did they came out?
They came out in 1985.
80s. Right. Racer X.
All right.
It's actually a super group.
Yeah.
The band's
had Kerry Kelly play for him.
Who?
Kerry Kelly.
No, I keep thinking Racer X is a band that a lot of people played for, but I'm looking at the former lineup and none of them really look familiar. Yeah. Unless there's two Racer X's out there. There might be. I don't know. There's a bunch of Candies.
Maybe. Yeah. Ryan Roxy's band Candy.
There's like 4 different Candies in LA, I do believe.
Candy XL.
Candy XL. That's hot. Candy XL, XXXL.
Yeah, that sounds like a dirty movie.
Oh, that's why I thought Satchel played for Racer X. He played for Paul Gilbert, who was in Racer X.
Yeah.
All right.
His solo thing.
Paul Gilbert's an amazing guitar player.
So if you was to release another like Black Sabbath album, let's say,
it won't happen.
It won't happen. But hear me out on this. They should do it with different, like, various vocalists.
If they were going to do it, I'd get back Tony Martin on vocals.
I think they should do a album, not even name it Black Sabbath, but do an album with like the guys of Sabbath and like have guest vocal spots.
Yeah. It was kind of like when Tony Iommi done a album with Ian Gillan, John Lord, Jason Newsted called Who Cares, or whatever it was. And it actually sounded pretty good. It was different, but like it sounded pretty good.
Was
I forget who played drums?
Who was on, like, was it?
It was Jason Newsted, Tony Iommi, John Lord, Ian Gillan, and someone else.
Did the band have a name? Oh, it was called Tony Iommi and Friends.
Yeah, but it was called Who Cares or something like that.
So it was like 1983 Black Sabbath.
Well, minus Jason Newsted and John Lord.
The reason why I said that is because, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Black Sabbath release an album in like 83 or whatever that was supposed to be a Tony Iommi solo album but never did?
Yeah, Seventh Star.
Yeah.
We talked about it on the Sabbath Sunday podcast, and you can listen to that on Spotify.
I will listen to that on Spotify.
We covered another Tony Martin era album that I'll just listen to snippets of it, and it's actually pretty good.
All right.
What other bands was Tony Martin in? I might sound dumb for asking this.
How is the comics coming?
Oh,
Renee wants to know about your comic, Mike.
Oh, Captain Spunk. It's coming great. It's coming.
I want to know about it. It's coming.
It's coming. It's coming very soon. No,
As long as it doesn't come too soon.
But what other bands was he in?
Who?
Tony Martin.
He's just got his solo band.
He's most popular for being in Black Sabbath.
Yeah, but I think that was his first band.
Because he was in Black Sabbath from 87 to 91 and then 93 to 97. I thought he only had one.
No, then he had a solo career.
No, I thought he was only in Black Sabbath for one stint. He was in there twice.
No, yeah, he done one album. He left. Dio came in. Then Dio left, and then Tony Martin came back in.
Tony Martin's
done like 3 albums.
He's he's on 4 albums.
Close.
I do believe he's on 4 albums. I'll double check. But
live albums don't count.
Huh?
Live albums don't count.
I know they don't. But he is the second longest serving member of longest serving vocalist of Black Sabbath.
Yeah, and he's good. And I've listened to
he's on 4 albums.
Oh, is he?
He was on The Internal Idol. He was on Headless Cross, Tire.
Yeah, that's a good album. Oh, no, that's a shit album. Sorry.
He's on 5 albums.
Yeah, what's the last one that he done? Because we covered on the Sabbath Sunday podcast.
Tire's not the last one he did.
No, there was another one. We covered it, and
he was on Cross Purposes, and then he was on Forbidden, and that was his last album.
Yes, we covered that. I came on the podcast late because he had to change the time slot from 8 a.m. from 8:30 to 8 a.m. because he had to teach a class. But I managed to hop on the show for the last 5 minutes. He has a new solo. Actually, it's not a bad album.
He has a new one coming out, a new solo album.
His voice still sounds amazing.
He looks like Rob Halford, though.
Yeah, I haven't seen what it looks like now, but I've heard like some of his stuff.
I haven't heard any of his recent shit, but I know he looks kind of like Rob Halford in a photo that I saw.
he still sings like the stuff that he wrote for Black Sabbath, like his songs.
Well, here's a picture of Tony Martin. I don't know what year this was taken.
Bye,
I think
Renee.
Bye, Renee. We'll miss you. But this is from his stint in Black Sabbath, I think.
Wow.
And he looks kind of like Rob Halford.
He does a bit, yeah.
Like he looks like Rob. It looks like if Rob Halford tried growing his hair back.
That's me.
Oh, here's him nowadays. This is an interesting photo. I took off the glasses and the hat, so now I just look like I belong on a beach. Hold on, let me get the picture up. Oh, wrong picture. God damn it. Don't do that again to me. I love how my fucking computer's like, hey, we're not gonna like save a photo because why the fuck would we? This is him now.
Oh wow.
It's weird. His hair is kind of odd.
It's got an interesting hair.
I don't like the black thing on the side of his hair.
Looks like he's dyed it in a pattern.
I would love.
He dyed it and it gone wrong.
I would love to see though Tony Martin release something with Tony Iommi again, whether it be a solo album or.
You never know. Tony Iommi has been pretty quiet lately. He's just been re-releasing Black Sabbath stuff now.
From what I've heard, though, the reason why Black Sabbath quit touring is because Tony Iommi is fighting cancer, and he just doesn't know how much longer his health will hold up with touring.
He's looking all right.
And, I mean, I would love to see him still write, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's just been re-releasing and doing, like, the deluxe edition of the Sabbath records, because they've done one with Sabotage recently that's just been released.
What sucks though is like when it comes to like mainstream and like what people know, there's still a lot of people that didn't realize that Ozzy wasn't in Sabbath that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They only know Ozzy for like Crazy Train. I'm like,
Well, no, these people know Black Sabbath and they're like, oh, Ozzy's the singer of that. I'm like, he wasn't the only singer though.
No.
yeah. People needed like I didn't know who Tony Martin was until I'd done some research.
I still don't really know who he is because I just know we should have him on the show.
Yeah, Tony Martin, if you're hearing us.
Naomi, get an email for me. We're getting Tony Martin on here.
Yeah. I'll try and get Zach because I know he loves Tony Martin.
If Zach has any connections with Tony or anyone like that, let me know.
Yeah. I would like to see Igor Cavalera Jr. on here.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool because he had him on his podcast, so I can probably try and ask him.
Anybody you can get a hold of Zach if he knows anyone.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to probably cut this podcast off a little bit because we are an hour in. Next week, as far as I know, it's just going to be us three again talking. We're going to promote like crazy once I get promotional shit up. I've been kind of slacking in that field, but thank you guys for helping me out. Thank you for everything. And thanks for talking to me about Ozzy, about all that shit. But before we go, I have one more thing to talk about. How about Dave Ellefson?
Did you like those names that I gave you?
Yeah, he's going to be on the cover of the new Load album.
All right.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
I sent it to friends and I just pissed himself laughing.
Dave Ellefson got fired from Megadeth for cheating on his wife. I'm going to repeat that. He did nothing else wrong. He cheated on his wife with a 20-year-old woman or whatever she was. She was of age the entire time they knew each other. The dude sent pictures of himself masturbating. He basically Louis C.K'd himself. And now he's fired from Megadeth.
Yeah. Some people said it was wrong for the firing. Some people said that it was just bad what he done.
People are saying that like he was grooming a kid. No, he wasn't. She was of age. It was all consensual.
Apparently there was
she's 20. It's an adult.
Apparently there was text saying that he was going to meet up with her once the borders are up and stuff.
Once the what?
The borders or something.
Yeah, he was talking about shit like that. Right. But as far as I know, and from what I've read, if it changes, I'll apologize for defending him. But as far as I know, she was of age when they met. She was 19 when they met. It was all consensual. Now people are like, yeah, he's 50, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Still of age. She's still an adult, a consenting adult.
Yeah, but then she did the bad thing by re-recording it without him noticing it.
Well, the thing is they're saying that she wasn't the one that leaked anything. Somebody hacked her phone or his phone.
But then he's seeking legal action on her.
Oh, on her? I thought he was seeking legal action on whoever posted it.
Oh, whoever.
Because she's she's right now defending him publicly and saying that like nothing was wrong, blah, 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 blah. So I don't think she's the one that leaked it. I think it was more of a, hey, his phone might have gotten hacked. And they're trying to find out who did it because you can hack. Celebrities have their phones hacked all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Easy. Like.
Fucked up. But I know I know Arizona police is working on it right now from what I've read.
Yeah.
Because he's from Arizona.
So, yeah, I don't know, man. Probably his wife's going to leave him.
His wife's probably going to leave him and let them figure out their life shit. Don't fire the guy. And from what Dave Mustaine said, he was going to fire him anyway. It has nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
They said just the recent events make it hard to work together.
Yeah.
So fuck it. I mean, it is what it is. Dave Ellefson, though, is not going anywhere, I don't think. He has so many projects. He has a solo band. He has all kinds of shit, all kinds of crazy shit.
And his own coffee.
His own coffee. What's it called? Like, this coffee is so good it'll make you jerk off.
I wouldn't have a clue. I know he was on a Deka Live or something like that a couple of months ago, and he was talking about it.
What's the name of his coffee, though? Because I would love to try Ellefson coffee. Oh, I mean, I guess that's what it's called. It's called Ellefson coffee.
All right.
Could it come up with something better, like roasting roast or something? Roast in peace.
Roast in peace. That's good.
Roast in
I love
peace.
that.
Yeah. You know? Or yeah.
So far, so good. So roast.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
something like that. You know? Roasting is my business and business is good. When people say roasting, as in like getting baked, or yeah.
I want to start and this is legit something I want to do, but I got to figure out how to do it and if it's worth the money put in. I want to start a cannabis coffee company where it's got cannabis in it, and call it Roast and Toast. Yeah, let's do this.
Hey, came out with Ace's leg, you should be fine.
Get a hold of AC, be like, hey man.
Yo, cat fight roasting.
Cat fight roast.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. We're gonna have a crazy episode next week. I don't know what we're gonna talk about. We might talk about more off the wall shit because lately I feel like this show has kind of toned down a little bit, and I don't like it. So we're gonna have to do something crazy next week, like take my pants off.
Yeah.
Take my pants off or something.
I'll just sit here in my underwear in the freezing cold.
You need to get that Ryan Roxy outfit.
It won't fit me.
No, not the one of him in the shorty. Not him in the shorty shorts. I mean, like, have you seen the picture Bianca posted?
Which one's that?
He's got pink hair and he's wearing pink shorty shorts and a tight shirt.
Nah, man.
Was this from the weekend?
You have to send me this.
This was from his birth. I'll show you guys next week. I'll get the photo already.
Yeah, save that one for next week.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it because I don't know if I can find it or not. She put it on her story. I'll just message her and be like, hey, can I have that photo of Ryan? I commented on it. I'm like, hey.
Ryan Roxy and Pinksock Part 3, you have that as your promo picture.
No, I was thinking about, Ryan in that photo. I sent a comment to Bianca. I'm like, hey, I had no idea you met Richard Simmons. Oh shit. Anyway, you guys have a lovely rest of your day. We're gonna do this again next week. Gorak, hopefully he wakes up again. It's great when he wakes up and shows up. It's always great. Is there like a number I can call you that'll wake you up?
We're gonna charge you international fee, but yeah.
I have WhatsApp, dude. I can call numbers from all over the world.
I don't have that, but I do have the app.
Get WhatsApp, dude.
Yeah, WhatsApp's good.
WhatsApp's great. You can send pictures and all kinds of stuff if you want.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll see you guys next week. I love you guys. Remember, live long, rock hard, and we'll just throw up the horns and have a wonderful day. Bye, Carrie.
Hugs.
Bye.
Hugs.
Where's Kathy when you need her? Because I need
Yeah.
I need a hug.
Whenever she comes out to Vegas, I'm giving her a big fucking hug. She don't know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. If she comes to Australia, watch out.
Yeah, watch out here, Kath.
And then I'm going to give Ashley a hug, but I'm going to be wearing my Speedos. I have an idea before I go. I want to do some stand-up comedy, but I was thinking about, do you know who Bert Kreischer is? He comes out on shirt, takes his shirt off, and throws it in the crowd. I was wanting to do my own version of that, where I have tearaway pants, and I tear them off, and I'm wearing a thong on stage.
They'd be like, basketball players, they wear those.
Basketball players wear thongs?
No, that's pants.
Basketball, we're going to cover that next week. Basketball players wear tearaway pants and thongs.
Next week.
Okay. Love you guys. Have a safe weekend. Have a safe, weekend's over, but have a safe rest of your week.
I'm from the future. So.
Love you guys. He's from the future.
Bye.
Bye. Love you all. Bye.